What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the FBC Firebreak gameplay trailer. There are a couple more, so I'll, obviously cut once this is over into the next one, but without further ado, I'm really excited for this. I love Control, and this is more of the Control universe, so let's see what they got in store for us. A lot of enemies that are familiar. That's like the quarry location.
Someone get those lights on!
We've had reports of rogue sticky notes replicating across this sector. If you don't cut back their numbers, this whole place will be yellow by morning.
There's some post-its on the ground there. Seem to be like something.
This crisis ain't over. Now get through the containment door to the next zone.
It's kind of like a debuff that you really don't want. Oh shit.
Safe room dead ahead. Might contain something useful, but it'll probably attract a lot of... Oh, you already opened it. Never mind. You sure kicked the nest. There's hiss all over you.
Stand back! Piggy's coming out! Oh, paper! You gotta shoot him off me!
Oh damn, you got that one. Oh no.
Last containment door's open. Go, go!
So he turns into a paper monster. You get two debuffs basically. Warning drop.
I think I heard something.
All right, crew. Time to clean house.
Summer 2025. Wait, what was that? Hang on. Hang on. Let's see what that was. Oh, it was just it's standard like Control kind of flowiness. Yeah.
PlayStation.
I'm excited for that one. I really am. I love Control. That's like one of my favorite like universes, I guess you can say. But yeah, let's check out. There's another like IGN multiplayer first look kind of thing. So we'll check that one out and see if there's another video as well. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. And here's the gameplay from IGN, the multiplayer gameplay. Check it out. Okay, same health bars.
Control was IGN's Game of the Year in 2019, and I was one of the many editors that voted for it. But even I was skeptical when Remedy, a studio known for telling great single-player stories in third-person games, announced it was doing a Control multiplayer game. That project turned out to be FBC Firebreak, a 3-player PvE first-person multiplayer shooter set 6 years after the events of Control.
If you don't cut back their numbers, this whole place will be yellow by morning.
So is Jesse still the director?
And in the hands-off demo I saw, it very quickly became clear that my skepticism was completely unwarranted. Firebreak is refreshingly original in an oversaturated space, delightfully weird amidst the sea of samey military and/or sci-fi online shooters, and perhaps best of all, it doesn't require a massive commitment like so many of its contemporaries. As game director Mike Kayada put it, quote, "We're not about daily check-ins. We're not interested in monthly grinds. We don't want to give anybody a second job," end quote. Say it again, Mike, for the people in the back.
What the?
Last containment door's open. Go, go!
FBC Firebreak is a 3-player co-op FPS with, if what Remedy is promising comes to pass, no nonsense. You can play for 20 minutes or a few hours if you want to, with perk unlocks and new combinations amongst characters keeping things fresh for repeat runs. But what the heck are you doing here, back in the oldest house, with a bevy of bizarre weaponry in your hands.
Stand back! Piggy's coming out!
Piggy's coming out.
You gotta shoot him off me!
Essentially, you are volunteer first responders in the oldest house when things go
That's how you
seriously
succeed.
sideways. Your characters are secretaries, rangers, and other normal occupations who heed the call of service. The Federal Bureau of Control wouldn't say you're expendable, but you're expendable. When you log into play, you choose a job, aka a mission, and a crisis kit, essentially your loadout, before setting the threat level, the difficulty, and clearance level, which determines how many zones you'll be playing through in a run. The zones are separated by containment doors, which will take you to the next stage of the job. And the job I saw is called Paper Chase, and it's set in a fairly mundane office section of the FBC building. The hiss are spreading, and it's up to you and your two teammates to work
Yeah, why are the
together
hiss
to beat
back?
them back.
At least like at this large number.
Of course, once the job's
Especially
done, you
6
can
years
get the
later.
hell out of there as soon as you can if you like,
Like they
but
figured that out.
if you want to get your hands on currencies that let you upgrade and buy new gear, you have to escape safely with them. And the longer you spend exploring for currency, the harder it is to make it back to HQ in one piece.
Destroy
Speaking of gear, that's where FBC Firebreak starts to set itself apart from other multiplayer shooters. Many of the guns are charmingly unusual, and most have a homebrew feel, like the hand-cranked snowball launching gun that can put out fires, or your friends who are on fire, and Soak the sticky note monster, more on him in a bit. Or the cobbled together zapper that, when fitted with the right nozzle, can rain down lightning storms
Meet the first of its kind. Ninja Crispy Portable
on a room full of bad guys. Or the large wrench that, when a squeaky piggy bank toy is attached, causes a swirl of coins to pelt your opponents.
Oh, so are we using
Don't worry though, there are still staples like a machine gun and shotgun, the latter of which is the go-to for after you've either soaked or zapped one of the sticky note monsters. Oh yes, about them. The entire point of this particular job is to eliminate all of the sticky notes before they overrun the entire Brutalist building. Note the number of sticky notes left to destroy in the upper left corner of your screen. That number will actually go way up as the mission progresses because by the end of it, you face off against a gigantic sticky note monster. Think Sandman from the end of Spider-Man 3, but made out of sticky post-it notes instead of sand. But it's not just about weird weapons. There are also fun in-universe gameplay mechanics too, like the office supply shelf that refills your ammo, the makeshift turret you build after literally dumping it out of a box onto the floor, the stereo speaker that keeps the hiss at bay, and the rinse station that washes any aggressive sticky notes off of your face. Unlockable perks also inject more spice and variety into the gameplay. A couple of examples I saw: a perk where each missed bullet has a chance to return to your clip, and another that lets you extinguish yourself by jumping up and down. Also, if you get 2 of the same perk, you get a stronger version of it. If you get 3, you can share the perk's effect with nearby teammates. By the way, in case you're wondering, you don't have to have 3 people in order to play. You can play solo or in duos as well. Meanwhile, Remedy is aiming for a lower minimum PC spec than usual, but on the opposite end of the spectrum, FBC will also support DLSS4 with multi-frame generation, as well as NVIDIA Reflex and full ray tracing. It'll also be Steam Deck verified, and it's launching into Xbox and PC Game Pass on day one.
Dude, that's
Finally,
what I'm
there
hyped for.
is a post-launch content plan that Remedy isn't ready to share quite yet, and there will be paid cosmetics, but that's the extent of the microtransactions. In fairness, I haven't actually played FBC Firebreak yet, so I have to be cautious about my enthusiasm. But so far, it certainly passes the eye test.
I'm excited, just because it's control related.
This is almost certainly not a run-of-the-mill multiplayer shooter in a very good way. And the fact that it's a get-in and get-out online game that doesn't require a massive ongoing time commitment in order to enjoy it is a refreshing throwback to the days when that was the norm.
Someone get those lights off!
For more previews of the biggest upcoming games, don't miss our...
I'm excited for that one. I really am. But yeah, that's FBC. Sorry, I keep saying FCB. FBC Firebreak. I'm excited. It's coming out in like the summer, and like you said, it's coming to Game Pass. And I saw on the little blurb on the top there also PlayStation Extra and Premium, which is good because I have that. I also have Game Pass. So either way, I'll be able to play it most likely. But yeah, I'm hyped, dude. I'm hyped. Really excited for it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay cool, stay safe, and peace out.